Hey, Will Snipeselli here. It is Wednesday, February 22nd. We're going to run through a Twitter rewind. We're going to go through his tweets here. So this was the first one that he sent out. We had a large range on Tuesday, and we have FOMC this afternoon. So we're going to try to narrow the focus down to 3 to 4, but we obviously we did some kind of call outs during the day. So it's saying that he's saying that 39.87 could book, that we're supposed to observe only. So I'm going to hit play here, and we're going to kind of go through, and I'll kind of drop the tweets in as we go. So this is going to be our 9:30 to 10 as our opening range. So for those of you who are not aware of that, that's what he means when he says the opening range. I guess I can move this over a little bit. All right, and we're just kind of doing the slowest one that they have, just because there's going to be a lot of tweets coming by, and I'm going to have to pause at some point. So we'll kind of drop the tweet, pause, look at it, and then continue. So our first tweet isn't until 9:42. So the opening range, we have this, it took the sell side right here. Just kind of poke down underneath it. So we took sell side, came up, took buy side, came back down, took sell side again. This definitely isn't as good as doing the actual recording, but I do have a recording of it, but I wouldn't be able to drop the tweets in on it. So all right, so we're going to get ready for the first one. Oh, that's not the one we want. I'll pause this. Okay, so let's look. So he's saying 40.24 buy side, so let's go find that. I'll go up to a 5-minute real quick. 40.20, so 40.24 is back here. We'll note this, buy side. All right, and then we will continue. The next one is going to be just a minute after. Play. So then we have the next 40.20, which is right here. We'll note this. Buy side. Our next one is at 9:52. So right now we're looking to see if we can, when he calls out buy side, we're definitely looking for it to see if it can come up here, and we're just kind of tape reading. So maybe that's what I'll do. I'll just paste it in here and we'll wait for the time to hit. kind of like that. Let's see if it connects once it hits 52. Oh, it does. Sweet. Okay. So right here, it's saying 925 order block, 4020, 75 buy side. So if we go to the 5 minute, this is our 925 order block. Okay. We'll continue. Go back to the 1 minute. So we're at 958, so next one. So we're just basically watching to see how it reacts to this order block. So it came down, touched it. We have a volume imbalance right here. And if we're looking, mean threshold of this is going to be, I'll just mark this out, 401050. So we know, and I'll just do mean threshold. So we came up, took buy side, came down here. So I think this is also our breaker right here. I don't want to put too much on the chart here, but I think this is the breaker, order block, volume balance. These are the three PD arrays that we're looking at. So we got a low, high, lower low, and then we break it. This is our breaker, the highest up close candle. I'll put this on here just for a second so you guys can see it, but this is what our breaker would be. I don't want to have it on here. Oh, it's not even playing. I was wondering why this was taking so long. There we go. Okay. Back on track. So we're coming into the order block, seeing if it's going to support it. It could come all the way down into the midpoint. Okay, pause it here. We got a tweet saying you want to experience this on an AM session after a large range day, keep track of time. He also says look at YM. So noting how choppy and jagged this is, this price action. All right, 1001 is our next guy. All right, let's pause this. Let's go to the 5 minute. So we have a volume imbalance right here. I'll make this another color. Okay. Let's continue. Next one is at 10:03. Okay, so here, 705 fair value gap, right here. We'll continue. So we have that noted. Next is 1004, which we're here. And he says, opening range is in place. Note your buy side at 40.18 and sell side at 39.95 and the 650 fair value gap 5 minute basis. So let's do that. So we got our buy side at 40.18. And then we have our sell side right here. And then we have the 5 minute fair value gap, 650. Okay, we'll continue. Next one's at 10:06. So we've already broke through 3 of these different PD arrays. So you can see right here, 10:06, screenshot here. So screenshot the 5 minute. So I'll flip to this if you guys want to screenshot this. And we're basically seeking discount. So we're eyeing down here now. I'll just put a little boop. Okay, we'll continue. Go back to the 1 minute. And we're at 10:08. Next one. And here's the 705 fair value gap. I'll do this. And then I can do so we're watching to see if this respects it. So it comes up and then rejects. So that tells me that it's respecting that. Let me pause this. Don't need this anymore. And we're at 10:08 for the next one. So we got that, 10:10. Hit play. Look at this one ready. All right, so 10:10, basically log this as 5 handles. So if we were to do our short tool from this fair value gap, that's basically a 5 handle move. Not saying that this was an entry or anything, but just what he's saying to do. Then you can screenshot that. And then our next one is at 10.11. We'll continue. I think he meant to say 30, 39.88, and then 39.55. So basically looking for the intraday low here. Next one is at 11.12. So we would take a partial off here. So let me pause this. And we could just do this real quick so you guys can get a screenshot. We can say partial 50%. So if you guys want to screenshot that. And then our next one is going to be 10.13. It's right here. So this is our, let me just pause this. This is our 650 fair value gap. And we extended it to the right, as he says. And then our next one isn't until 10:30. So we could kind of speed this up if we want. $10.30 is our next one. I will let it play out. You guys can do it at 2x speed if you want on the YouTube video. So we're only going to be going to 10:49. That's when the last one is. Put this right here. There's the last one for the morning session, last tweet. So you can see this is starting to come up into this fair value gap. Let's take the fib and see what we have here. So here's our 50% level. So we traded back down through this 650 fair value gap, and we're looking for this to be resistance to move lower. Next one's at 10:32. Okay, we'll pause this, and we have another partial. Oh. So you guys could screenshot that. And then the limit is right here at, I could just clone that. Could have buy limit. All right, we'll continue. Next one's at 10:37. Okay, so saying stop loss at 4,050. So right here. We'll continue. This one comes at 37. Or sorry, 46. Yeah. So down here, you would want to take a screenshot of having the stop loss here. So we came down, made a low, rejected here, made another low, and then we just took out another low. And so if it were to continue, he was basically saying like we wouldn't want it to revisit up here if we were going to hit our target. Okay, and then screenshot this, stopped out. And he also has 1046 partials pay. So hypothetically, if we were to find to find an entry, we would have had a partial here, and then stopped out on this last remaining balance. And then the last one is going to be at 1049. So screenshot this here and just kind of make some notes on how you kind of felt about this, kind of seeing how this price action panned out. All right, so that's it for this one. We'll come back and there were some tweets in the afternoon session for the FOMC meeting minutes, so we'll review that. All right, so here we are getting ready for the FOMC meeting minutes. That's going to be right at 2, right here. I got my tweets ready here. All right, so let's hit play on this puppy. So basically, since over lunch, we basically retraced, took out buy side, both areas, and we're overall bearish right now. So we'll see what it does here. So we still have buy side up here at the 40.24 from the AM session. So that might be a target for this. It looks like it did take it. What's the high there? It just tapped the 40.24. Let's see what else it does. So our first tweet's at 203. It hits it to the tick. Okay, so basically just saying that 40.24 was booked. Next one's at 1406. Okay, so we definitely pushed up through it again. Now I'm going to pause it. Let's go to our hour. And what did he say? He said February 23rd at 11. Right here. They reached up into that. Let's go back to the 1 minute. Okay, we'll continue. Our next one's at 412. I wonder if that went into... It didn't even make it up to consequent encroachment of this fair value gap, so it's extremely bearish for us. Just looking on how that plays out. These are big range of candles here. Lots of volatility at this FOMC meeting minutes. So we just broke this swing low right here. That's a shift in market structure for me. So he's saying I like shorts to new daily lows at 88. Let me pause this. Our new daily low here, let me just label this out. So here's our new sell side. But we're also looking to target the new week opening gap, 39.88. We'll continue. So we got a fair value gap here. And we got bearish order block. Okay, let's pause this. So he's saying pay the trader 5 handles, free look at, I think he meant to say 39.88 below. All right. Next one's at 423. Let's continue to play this. Trades up into that fair value gap here. Let's see what the mean threshold is of this. It'd be right here at the top. Okay, pause this. So we're going to note this right here. I'm going to take this off. Here's our 1423 fair value gap. Objective 39.8825. But you still think this is still what we had from the morning. Okay, we'll have this continue. Next one is at 29. If it comes back up to this fair value gap, that would be a short for me for sure. Okay, so he's saying 39.88 is the objective right here. Our next one is at 32. Okay, so pause this, screenshot here. We had sell side taken right here. And then we can just put a partial taken. So you guys can screenshot that. And our next one's going to be at 34. Basically saying he wants to see it remain heavy here. And then saying would like to, let me pause this, so we'll put a line here, which we want 75. So this would be a stop when he sets this. We wouldn't want it to come up into this fair value gap because we've already broken this low and we want it to go to our target. So, which let me take this, we don't need this line on here. Okay. We'll let it go. Our next one is at 37. So just saying it needs to drop. It's kind of chopping around on here. So we took a low, took another low. We took this low out. So this could be a reversing point. Our next one's at 38. We pause this. Note the 1432 fair value gap, which is this guy right here. Okay. We'll continue. This is at 1448 is the next tweet. So we can see this one went up to consequent encroachment of the fair value gap here. Rejected. Still kind of chopping around in here. So it's starting to come back up here. And then he tweets out right here, 4,350. Let's stop which would be our stop. We'll continue. So here's a stop out. You could screenshot this. And the next one is at 53. Look how the bodies are just right above that fair value gap. So I think on his trade he enters here short, and I'll play that at the end so you guys can see his execution. Stopped out and then re-entered. So saying 39.88 back in play. Pause this, and then 14.50 fair value gap. We got that, and then we got 14.54. Looking for a sharp drop to 39.88. There's our sharp drop. So this is our daily low. We just broke that. I'll take this off. 39.88 is our target. Volume imbalance, volume imbalance. This stuff that I'm looking at here. All right, and then 39.88, 25 booked. So pay the trader. And then he basically was saying right here, the best case for the day is 39.84.75. And so that's it for the PM session. We'll look at ICT's trade after this. But if you guys like this, leave me a like, drop me a comment, and if you can, subscribe. It helps out the channel. And let me know if you guys like these kind of videos. I'll try to make these if he doesn't do a lesson for the day and he does tweets. Maybe I can put these together. But if you guys find value in that, let me know. But anyways, thanks for watching. We'll take a look at ICT's trade real quick.